Congratulations on your purchase of the Teeter Power10. If you have any questions or need any help along the way, don't hesitate to contact Teeter customer service at the number on your screen or visit teeter.com/support for live chat assistance. For the best experience, it is critical that you follow the assembly instructions and read and fully understand the use instructions. Please read the following warnings and all instructions before using your Power10 rower. Before getting started with assembly, first unpack and prepare your workspace. If possible, assemble the equipment at or near the space in which you intend to use it to avoid moving it later. Unpack all parts and support materials. Set aside packing material and clear your work area. Locate the hardware kits inside the box. They are labeled to correspond with the assembly process. Step 1. Base assembly. Note: always hand tighten all hardware in each step before fully tightening with the wrench or screwdriver. The front, back, right, and left of the equipment is labeled in the drawing on page 3. The left upper handle is attached to the base with a cable. Use caution and do not pinch or pull on the cable to avoid damage during assembly. Important: the rear linkage has multiple pivot points. Use caution to avoid pinching. Turn the center leveling foot at the bottom of the base counterclockwise to support the base joint off the ground. Hold the rear linkage with one hand on the rear handle and the other hand holding the bottom support bar. Align the rear linkage to the base and insert at the base joint. Important: adjust the one center and two rear leveling feet to be as level as possible before proceeding. Before installing any bolts, check the gap between the base rectangular tube and the rear linkage rectangular tube. Readjust the leveling feet to ensure this gap is even around the entire joint. Use the Step 1 hardware kit to attach the base to the rear linkage. Hand tighten 4 bolts with 4 washers on the base joint. Do not fully tighten the bolts with a wrench at this time. This will be done later in the assembly process. Align the base fork with the rear linkage arm by first rotating the base fork and then rotating the rear linkage arm on the top so they connect at the fork joint. Use the Step 2 hardware kit to attach the base fork to the rear linkage arm at the fork joint. Hand tighten 6 bolts with 6 washers on the fork joint. Proceed to fully tighten all 6 bolts with the 8mm Allen wrench. Align the fork joint cover over the fork joint. Use the Step 3 hardware kit to attach the fork joint cover over the fork joint and fully tighten the 2 screws with the screwdriver provided. Step 2. Foot platform assembly. Important: use caution to ensure the cables on the foot platform and foot platform joint do not get pinched or pulled while attaching the platform assembly. Align the foot platform with the base and insert it over the foot platform joint. Use the Step 4 hardware kit to attach the foot platform to the foot platform joint. Hand tighten 6 bolts with 6 washers on the platform joint. Proceed to fully tighten the bolts with a 6mm Allen wrench. Connect the cables at the foot platform joint by snapping the 2 ends of the cables together. Note: do not push excess or loose wire down into other parts of the machine. This can cause tangling and damage the wire. Important: use caution to ensure the cable does not get pinched or pulled while attaching the foot platform joint cover. Slide the top of the foot platform joint cover so that it fits inside the front cover of the foot platform, and then rotate the bottom of the foot platform joint cover into place so that it rests on top of the base, enclosing the foot platform joint. Use the Step 5 hardware kit to attach the foot platform joint cover over the foot platform joint and fully tighten 2 screws with the screwdriver provided. Step 3. Finish base assembly. To have better access for the next assembly steps, position the Power10 to rest on its front side by lifting up on the rear handle and rotating on the transport wheels until the foot platform is resting on the ground. Use the Step 6 hardware kit to finish assembling the base joint. Hand tighten 4 bolts with 4 washers on the platform joint. Proceed to fully tighten all 8 bolts on the base joint with a 6mm Allen wrench. Step 4. Lower handle assembly. While the Power10 remains tipped upward, align the lower left handle with the handle support bar on the rear linkage. Use the Step 7 hardware kit to attach the lower left handle to the handle support bar. Hand tighten 4 bolts with 4 washers through the lower left handle and into the handle support bar. Do not fully tighten the bolts with a wrench at this time. This will be done later in the assembly process. Slide the base of the lower right handle over the base of the lower left handle until it aligns with the handle support bar. Use the Step 8 hardware kit to attach the lower right handle to the handle support bar and lower left handle. Hand tighten 5 bolts with 5 washers through the lower right handle and into the handle support bar and lower left handle. Proceed to fully tighten all 9 bolts that attach the lower handles to the handle support bar with a 6mm Allen wrench. Step 5. Seat assembly. Align holes on the flat end of the seat support with the holes on the base of the seat cushion. Use the Step 9A hardware kit to attach the seat support to the seat cushion. Hand tighten 4 bolts with 4 washers through the base of the seat support and into the seat cushion. Proceed to fully tighten all 4 bolts with a 6mm Allen wrench. While the Power10 remains tipped upward, align the seat support on the rear linkage. Note, the seat can be aligned toward either the front or the back of the rear linkage to accommodate different user heights. Align the seat support with either the front grooves, first and third, or back grooves, second and fourth before proceeding. Use the Step 9B hardware kit to attach the seat support to the upper bar of the rear linkage. Hand tighten 4 bolts with 4 washers through the seat support and into the rear linkage. Proceed to fully tighten all 4 bolts with a 6mm Allen wrench. Step 6. Upper handle assembly. Return the Power10 to the in-use position by pulling down on the rear handle and rotating on the transport wheels until the rear linkage is resting on the ground. Important: use caution to ensure the cable that attaches the upper left handle to the base does not get pinched or pulled during assembly. Slide the upper left handle into the top of the lower left handle and align the screw holes. Use the Step 10 hardware kit to attach the upper left handle. Hand tighten 4 bolts through the upper left handle and into the lower left handle. Proceed to fully tighten all 4 bolts with a 4mm Allen wrench. Use the Step 11 hardware kit to attach the cable to the lower left handle. First, open each of the 3 clips and insert the cable into the rounded end of the clips. Position each clip over a hole in the lower left handle and hand tighten 3 bolts through the clips and into the lower left handle. Proceed to fully tighten all 3 bolts with a Phillips screwdriver. Slide the upper right handle into the top of the lower right handle and align the screw holes. Use the Step 12 hardware kit to attach the upper right handle. Hand tighten 4 bolts through the upper right handle and into the lower right handle. Proceed to fully tighten all 4 bolts with a 4mm Allen wrench. Step 7. Console assembly. Important: the batteries can be installed and replaced without removing the console. However, for easier access, we recommend inserting the batteries before installing the console. Open the battery compartment located on the back of the console. Ensure that the battery contacts and compartment are clean. Locate the 2 included batteries, AA 1.5V alkaline, and install them in the back of the console in the battery compartment, noting positive and negative symbols. Important: use caution to ensure the sensor wire on the console does not get pinched or pulled during assembly. Guide the sensor wire through the opening in the console support while aligning the console. Use the Step 13 hardware kit to attach the console. Hand tighten 4 bolts through the console and into the console support. Proceed to fully tighten all 4 bolts with a Phillips screwdriver. Connect the console cables by snapping together the 2 ends of the cables. Congratulations, your Power10 is now assembled. If you have any questions or need any help along the way, don't hesitate to contact Teeter customer service at the number on your screen or visit teeter.com/support for live chat assistance.